The OnePlus Buds 4 are finally out, so today I'm going to compare them to the Buds 3 and the Pro 3. Because you might be thinking of upgrading from the Buds 3 or just deciding between the three buds. Just being straight up, I think the Buds 4, the most recent one, are the best value bud, but I'm going to cover a total of 10 categories to go into the nitty-gritty details to help you decide what bud will work the best for you. So starting with category 1, comfort, all three buds have basically the same ergonomics. The fit is on the shallow side, but all three buds, at least for me, are incredibly comfortable. I can wear them all day. The only difference here is that the Pro 3 includes 4 sizes of ear tips, down to extra small. The Buds 3 and 4 just have the usual small, medium, and large. Now when it comes to the security of the fit, all the buds are the same, again, at least for me. For me, they're staying great. If I'm weight training or running, I'm barely needing to readjust the buds throughout my workout. I have read some comments over time of people having issues with the Pro 3 and the Buds 3. This could be due to the shallow fit, so just keep in mind the Buds 4 are exactly the same. If you had an issue with the 3 or Pro 3, it's going to be the same on the Buds 4. But if you do like using your buds when training, all three buds have an IP55 dust and water resistant rating. Now, category 3 is case and battery life. I'm just going to throw out all the advertised numbers at you. The fast charge is similar across all three buds, but the Pro 3 case does have wireless charging. That's the main difference here. And it is the most compact case, but the Buds 3 and 4 are really not that far off in overall size and thickness. Now, category 4 is controls, and this is where the Pro 3 do have quite a bit of an advantage, since you get squeeze controls and swipe control for volume on the inner part of the bud, which I think is a perfect combination, and it just works really well. The Buds 3 and 4 use touch controls along with swipe controls, so you do need to swipe on the outer part of the bud where the touch surface is, so it's just not as intuitive as the Pro 3. I noticed at times with the Buds 3 and 4, I would go for a swipe to change volume and it wouldn't react. And then if you have the single tap activated, it will accidentally activate the single tap. So it's best to just turn that function off. The difference here is that on the Pro 3, you can swipe and hold the stem at the same time. So it's just more precise with no risk of accidentally activating the controls, since the remaining functions all utilize a squeeze on the bud. So you can use that single press with no issues of accidentally activating it. You can change the swipe function on either earbud to track control if you like. You can also add in your voice assistant function in there and the game mode. And all three buds do have wearing detection to automatically pause and play your music. They also all use skin detection. So if you put like one bud in your pocket, the wearing detection won't actually activate. But on the Buds 3 and 4, be sure to take the bud out using the stem only. If you have your finger resting on the top of the bud, the wearing detection doesn't work that well, where this isn't an issue on the Pro 3. A small hidden feature I really like about OnePlus Buds is that you're able to control your volume as well as switch between noise cancelling and transparency whilst you're on a call. A lot of buds don't allow this. You aren't able to mute your microphone using the touch controls, but that's completely fair. All right, now category 5 is connectivity. So you get SBC, AAC, and LHDC high-res on all the buds. You don't get LDAC or aptX adaptive. Keep in mind though, I use all three buds on my iPhone using AAC, and they sound very impressive. The high-res codecs only make a slight difference to your sound quality. Now on all three buds, you can use one bud with the other in the case, but none of them are gonna work in mono mode. So for example, if you're using the right earbud only, you're only gonna hear the right audio channel. If you're using the left earbud on its own, you're only gonna hear the left audio channel. All three buds also have multi-point connection with up to 2 devices connected. You just need to pause playback on one device before playing it on the other device for that audio to kick in. All right, now category 6 is call quality, and I run through 3 tests here: a quiet room, a simulation crowd noise, and a simulation windy city with construction noise. And OnePlus is just known to have some of the best call quality, and that's the case across all three buds. I'd say it's pretty even across all three. So I'll leave you with some samples here so you can hear the difference in call quality for yourself. All right, here's a call quality of the OnePlus Buds 3 in a quiet room. All right, here's a call quality of the OnePlus Buds Pro 3 in a quiet room. All right, here's a call quality of the OnePlus Buds 4 in a quiet room. All right, now we're going to see how the microphones block out some simulation crowd noise. All right, here is the OnePlus Buds 3 with some simulation crowd noise. All right, here is the OnePlus Buds Pro 3 with some simulation crowd noise. All right, here's the OnePlus Buds 4 with some simulation crowd noise. All right, now we're going to see how the microphones block out some city noise, construction noise, and some simulation wind. All right, here is the OnePlus Buds 3 with some city noise, construction noise, and some simulation wind. All right, here is the OnePlus Buds Pro 3 with some city noise, some construction noise, and some simulation wind. All right, here is the OnePlus Buds 4 with some city noise, construction noise, and some simulation wind. All right, now category 7 is app customization and extra features. All 3 buds use the Hey Melody app, which you can get on iOS or Android, and it's a very simple but reliable app. And most of the features are basically the same across all 3 buds. The Buds 4 do have an adaptive transparency mode, which I'll cover later. The Pro 3 does have spatial audio with head tracking. The Buds 3 and 4 use 3D audio, basically spatial audio without head tracking, which I actually think is better. The rest of the features are the same. You get a 6-band EQ, a hearing test to personalize your sound, Find My Buds feature that'll emit a beat from the earbuds. You can change some toggles and some smaller settings in there. The control customization is the same, but the Buds 4 do allow you to adjust the prompt tone beep, which I actually think is a nice option. I do increase it slightly from the default setting. All right, now category 8 is noise cancelling, and I test my noise cancelling here on a soundbar, playing simulation plane noise and crowd noise, so I get low, middle, high, consistent, and inconsistent sounds. Now when it comes to that low frequency noise from the plane, all 3 buds basically block out the same amount, with high frequencies like fan noise, or chatter, or like music in the distance. The Pro 3 has the strongest noise cancelling, followed by the Buds 4, then the Buds 3. It's really not a huge difference though. The Buds 4 block out maybe like 5% more noise than the Buds 3. The Pro 3 about 5% more than the Buds 4, to give a rough number to it. And I like that across all the buds, the EQ shift is quite minimal. So this is how your sound quality changes between noise cancelling on, noise cancelling off in transparency mode. Now I think all the buds sound a little bit cleaner with noise cancelling off, but it's quite a small difference even between noise cancelling on or transparency. Now, category 9 is the transparency mode. It's a similar situation to the noise cancelling. Pro 3 is the best, followed by the Buds 4, then the Buds 3. So going from the Buds 3 to the Buds 4, I'd say the Buds 4 are about 10% better. The main difference I notice is less occlusion. So when you speak yourself, your own voice sounds a bit clearer with less of that kind of blocked ear effect. And the Pro 3 is about 5% better than the Buds 4. Mainly when it comes to clarity, it's really not a huge difference though. So the transparency is pretty decent across all 3 buds. They also have like built-in like automatic adjustment of the transparency. You can't turn this on or off. So it works by like, if you're in a quiet room, it's gonna bring the strength of the transparency down. This will also reduce the white noise hiss. And when there's more noise detected, it's gonna increase the strength, increasing the white noise, but it kind of makes sense so you won't really notice the white noise in a quieter environment. All 3 buds also use the same automatic wind reduction. So if you're outside on a windy day and the mics pick up wind, it's going to turn the strength of your transparency mode down. The noise cancelling also utilizes this same wind reduction. There is no toggle to turn it on or off, which I think would have been nice, but it works quite well. Now going back to the transparency though, the Buds 4, like I said before, have an adaptive transparency mode, which is kind of like a blend of transparency and noise cancelling. So you can have your transparency mode on, and if you turn like a microwave on or a kettle or like a blender, it's automatically gonna shift the noise cancelling on, kind of blends it in. It's a little bit slow to react. It's not gonna be on the level of a bud like the AirPods Pro 2, which is it'll like almost instantly react to the noise around. So it's nice to have the option there. I think it still needs a bit of work to be useful day to day. But now onto the final round, sound quality. Starting with my max volume test, the Buds 3 do go 4 decibels louder, but even over 114 decibels around that, you're getting plenty of volume to play with. Each of the buds go plenty loud, you're all good. Now I'll quickly touch on spatial audio. As I said, the Pro 3 use spatial audio with head tracking. I actually think it's the worst out of the 3 buds. It adds a little bit too much of that reverb and like weird echo effect that comes with spatial audio. Like you get head tracking, but head tracking is kind of useless, at least to me. So the 3D audio on the Buds 3 and the Buds 4, it's pretty much the same. This doesn't have head tracking, but it adds a pretty decent spatial audio effect, like the sound's coming from in front of you, the soundstage is a bit wider, and it has much less of a weird echo and reverb effect that the Pro 3 has. It's actually quite usable. It's pretty fun to play around with. But now onto the sound quality itself. If I had to rank it, it's really close. I've got the Pro 3 just first, then the Buds 4, then the Buds 3. It's super close though, but first I'll show you the EQ customization I like to use on all 3 buds, as you can see here. I do use the hearing test on the Buds 3 and the Pro 3. I didn't need to use it on the Buds 4 though. So I'd say here, the jump in sound quality going from the Buds 3 to the Buds 4 is the most noticeable improvement. So on the Buds 4, I'm noticing a more open soundstage, cleaner and more crisp treble, and the bass is just impactful as the 3. I'd say it hits a little bit harder with that sub bass, at the same time not getting bloated or over the top. If you like a slightly bass boosted tuning, you're gonna love the Buds 4. It's honestly, I feel like OnePlus tuned it for me. It's like my perfect tuning. I've been using the Buds 4 as my go-to bud. Now I have like every earbud in any price ranges that exist basically. And I'm constantly going for the Buds 4 because they sound great. Now comparing the Buds 4 to the Pro 3, the Pro 3 do have slightly better instrument separation. I noticed the vocals are a tad clearer, but I do prefer the treble response in the Buds 4. It's more crisp and there's a nicer amount of upper treble sparkle. Honestly, comparing those two buds, it's neck and neck. I would personally just go for the Buds 4 for that crisp treble response, but you might prefer that slightly better instrument separation and better vocal performance on the Pro 3. And it's honestly so close between the two buds, you could really just tweak the EQ and get them sounding quite similar and really get them to whatever taste you want. I noticed the Buds 3 are a little bit harder to EQ right out of the box. The stock tuning, the treble is a bit harsher. It's a brighter tuning out of the box, where I think the Buds 4, if I was only going off the stock tuning, I think the Buds 4 is the best. So to wrap it up here and help you decide which bud to get, it's really going to come down to the price. I actually don't know the exact pricing and it's kind of different depending on where you're living. But like I said at the start, I think the Buds 4 are the best value bud out of the three. Now, if you're thinking of upgrading from the Buds 3 to the Buds 4, unless you're having an obvious issue with the Buds 3, I don't really think it's worth the upgrade. Now, if you're deciding between the Pro 3 and the Buds 4, the main difference here is going to be the squeeze and swipe controls on the Pro 3, which I do love. You also get slightly stronger noise cancelling, a slightly clearer transparency mode, and wireless charging. So if those aspects matter to you, the Pro 3 might be worth it. But at least for me, I'm gonna be recommending the Buds 4 to most people, just with the decent price that they're at. And if I wasn't reviewing earbuds, I'm like, I want the best value product I can get at a pretty reasonable price, like in that mid-range price. I used to recommend the Pro 3 in this regard, but now I honestly don't see why I wouldn't just go for the Buds 4 at a cheaper price. You get everything you need, they sound great, the noise cancelling is solid stuff from OnePlus. Now for a more detailed look at the Buds 4, check out my full review right here. Thanks for tuning in, stay picky, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.